let's get more on these new proposals. Camino Mortera Martinez joins me from Brussels. Camino, many thanks for joining us. What do you make of these new proposals by the EU, a fairer distribution of migrants? Do you welcome it?
I do welcome it somehow, but it's not really a proposal yet. The Commission will only propose the official legal reform of the Dublin system in May. What they are doing now is, as they say themselves, they are sounding out two different options. So the option of establishing some sort of a permanent quota mechanism and the option of keeping the status quo, so the country first entry rule, and giving member states the option to trigger some sort of a contingency plan in case of emergency. And to me, what is quite impressive and what is remarkable about this is that what the Commission is doing is putting out these proposals, these options publicly, instead of doing some sort of internal consultation with the representatives of the member states and with the parliaments before they go into the legislative process, which is what they normally would do in a kind of usual situation. So what I make out of this is that they are trying to put some pressure on member states as well to actually start complying with the promises that they've done in the past, and also to know which kind of support would they have for which option, and try not to present something that will not fly politically here in Brussels.
Do you think this pressure will work, though? Because, as you say, they've come up with these sort of distribution proposals before and not gone by them.
Right, they did force, so to speak, the temporary relocation mechanism into member states by adopting it in a qualified majority voting council back in September, which is something that usually doesn't happen either. Here in Brussels, people take decisions by consensus, and normally there are no losers or winners in this kind of events. I do think that it's going to be very complicated for the Commission to actually get these proposals, either one or the other, passed through the Council of Ministers, because the one on the permanent mechanism is going to be opposed by Central and Eastern European member states, as we've been seeing in the past. And the second one is probably going to be opposed by country of first entry normally, so that they would be the Southern European countries, Greece, Italy, Spain, and others. So I think it's going to be complicated, and as you say, it hasn't really worked very well in the past. Even if they do adopt the measure, then the implementation is very deficient. So I'm not sure how useful this is going to be.
Camino, we don't have much time. Isn't part of the problem also that countries in Europe don't want to go, refugees don't want to go all over Europe. They want to go to countries like Germany and Sweden, where they already have families there or connections there. So this distribution plan, even if everyone agrees to it, won't work on those grounds.
Right. One of the things the Commission has been saying today is that they want to harmonize the way countries take asylum applications into account across Europe. Because it's true that some people do have families and ties in some member states, but it's also true that many people would go to any country they would be given an opportunity to have a decent life in. And currently that is not the case, because asylum procedures are very different depending on the country. So I think the Commission is also trying to harmonize this to avoid what they call secondary movements, and to make asylum seekers not concentrate in 2 or 3 countries in the European Union, in this case Germany, Sweden and others.
Okay, Camino, many thanks for your time. Camino Mortera Martinez there from the Centre for European Reform.